Hi everyone, and welcome back to the StarCraft2Forum.org Mega PC Tournament, sponsored by NVIDIA, Patriot Memory, Razer, and Tech, and the Shocks StarCraft 2 Guide.
Yeah, so we are on to Game 2 of this awesome matchup between Yosarian, the Protoss player, and Naive, a Terran player.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, really exciting.
Incredible.
So I really want to see where this second matchup takes us. It takes place on Desert Oasis, which we've discussed already and don't need to discuss anymore because I just don't want to, I don't even want to talk anymore. I just want to watch.
Yeah, I wish we could just watch this exciting game between these two players. It's so good.
And so we have Yosarian spawning at the bottom of Desert Oasis and Naive. Hopefully that's way, because there's no little Uber dots above his eye. But can you put that in StarCraft?
I don't know.
Probably not.
We should test it. It's alt codes, you can do it. But I don't know if it's possible in StarCraft. Who knows? Maybe we should test it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd like to. There's really nowhere to. I mean, technically, he could. Naive could try to do the gold mineral trick again, because technically this map you can do it on as well, but it is kind of a further fly distance to the gold mineral patch here.
Or you could go for the two little dots over the eye rush, where you quickly leave the game and try to make a new character name that has two little dots over your eye, so that you can quickly beat your player when they can't type your name anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Although I would be interested one day to see someone load up a command center and fly it over just to one of the islands.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
but that's kind of lame too.
Yeah, the thing is, the reason why it works on Metalopolis is it gets you so far. It gives you just enough of a lead that you can leverage. On a map like this, you're just basically hiding yourself.
And I like that he did that in game one, because in game one you could lose that game and still have two to come back.
Right.
But it is such a risk in that first game that and to win with taking that risk, now he can sit back, play a much more standard game even, except for exploding
and blowing up his own supply depots.
All right, so for Yosarian,
and it looks like I guess he decided to change the location of his supply depot to at his ramp. I don't know what he's doing with that supply depot. That's strange to me. Well,
you know what? On maps like this, I usually don't like putting buildings back here, because with an observer or with any kind of high ground, scan,
but he needs that.
You can snipe anything right here.
He still needs that supply depot to keep unit production up.
Well, of course, he needs a supply depot. I just don't know. I wonder what he's doing. I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah. The Protoss build looks pretty standard. Getting his cybernetics core and getting his second pylon. He should be getting his second gas pretty soon. I'm really curious. Wow, the Terran getting a fast factory.
Whoa, okay. So now,
that's interesting.
Yeah, so sacrificing supply just to get his tech buildings up.
And getting that orbital command up as fast as possible so that he can continue to mine with mules instead of having to make SCVs.
Or even doing supply drops.
He could possibly do supply drops, but also making up for the fact that he can't make SCVs off of supply by getting that faster mule out. Both of those things, I'm interested to see if he uses supply drop. But wow, this is very interesting. What add-on is he making at the barracks? Because most likely that's going to go onto the factory once it's finished.
Going for the tech lab.
Tech lab. I would not be surprised at all to see tanks get built.
Oh, no, going for a very, very, very quick starport build. A starport going down at 12 supply.
Oh, you know what? Guess what map we're on?
Exactly.
Cheesy air map. I think we're going to be seeing a Banshee rush from Naive, the Terran player.
So we do have a robotics facility going down for Yosarian, so that could either mean he's going for that quick observer or possibly for the warp prism to just act as flying around and warping in units wherever he needs to, because we do see warp gates being researched. So that is a great move on that map.
I think observer in this case, because he was denied the scout by the Wallen at the opponent's base, and he really needs to know what his opponent's doing, especially on a map like this, where a rush by air, and a Banshee rush in particular, is so deadly to the Protoss. Protoss really needs to know if he needs to focus on getting as many stalkers up as he can.
We see the starport going down to the tech lab.
Yeah, because he needs the tech lab to make his Banshees. There we go. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. If the Protoss is unable to scout the Banshees in time and get up an adequate defense of units, right now he has only one Stalker, he will be destroyed by the Banshees. Banshees a few Banshees will destroy that Stalker and then lay waste to his probe count.
Now, this might be a bold statement, but this is one of the earliest Banshees I've seen.
Yeah, this is a very, very bare bones build. He doesn't have any Marines out at all.
But this Observer is going to spot it right now, and he will have time to get more Stalkers out then.
I don't think he has... He does not... Right now, he's focusing on building Immortals, and is he going to have enough time to switch over to production of Stalkers?
The Banshee out, and there is only... What is in this...
There's only a single Stalker out that can hit air, and nothing else. The warp gates are finished, and he's going to hopefully warp in more Stalkers now.
More Stalkers coming in.
Yes, there we go. Oh, this is going to be close. Those 2 Stalkers should be able to chase away the Banshee, however.
So Banshee coming in, trying to get in for that perfect angle, but Stalker's already in the mineral line. Not too much is going to happen right here. The Banshee pulling away because he knows it is a bad day because laser rain comes out of these Stalkers.
Yeah. It is actually laser rain.
1 kill.
Right. That's what we
kills.
need to do
He
to
needs to
leverage
respond
this Banshee.
quickly. Oh, these Stalkers getting
Pulling
caught
the
by his own
probes
buildings.
off, that's exactly what he wants. And now to pull the Banshee away as fast as possible. Perfect play by Naive. Getting all those probes to stop mining is exactly what you want to do.
And those Stalkers getting stalked by their own building, having to walk around the long way to protect that mineral line.
And as an added bonus to this build, it keeps the Protoss in his own base and not being aggressive, not able to capitalize on the Terran's lack of defense. If the Protoss were to send those 2 Immortals over to the Terran base right now, he could do some serious damage, but he's so focused on defending from those Banshees that he's not going to risk that. And pretty soon, Naive will finish Cloak for his Banshees, and then they will represent a very dangerous threat.
But we do have one Observer just sitting here waiting for that Cloak to finish, assuming that Cloak is going to go down. But again, you are right on the point of Yosarian should be pushing right now with these 2 Immortals because there is not much to defend in the main. Split his opponent back, use his advantages against him in any way that he can.
Only 4 Marines right now as a force for the Yellow Terran player, and that would crumble quickly to those 2 Zealots alone, and not to mention the Immortals. So a push right now from Yosarian would seal the game, essentially.
Naive, while waiting for Cloak, doing the right thing, scouting the entire map, making sure he's not missing any expansions, knowing everything that's going on in the map. Very important, and great use of those Banshees while waiting for that upgrade to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And another command center getting built. Looks like Naive is planning on expanding, which is definitely the right choice on a map like this and in this situation. But I would like to see him get a little bit more of a standing army soon because he is very vulnerable right now.
It looks like Naive is going for all-in Banshee right here, but we do have a lot of Immortals. We have 2 Immortals on the map and 1 more coming out. So again, if Yosarian goes for a counter push while leaving these Stalkers in the main, it could spell doom for Naive.
That's true. I would actually what Yosarian really needs to do in this situation is because the Terran is so poorly defended, he really needs to leave his Stalkers in his main.
Oh no, he's not. He's taking it all with him.
Because as soon as he leaves the Stalkers, he will become vulnerable to Banshees. Even with that cannon there, it won't have full coverage, and Banshees, a large group of Banshees, can so quickly just decimate the entire Protoss army that it won't even matter the base trade because the Terran can lift up their buildings and fly away.
And now Maynard transfer of these SCVs to the expansion, but I am interested in seeing this push right here because he needs to move right now if he wants to catch Naive off guard. Where are these Banshees on the map? Are they back? They are at the main, ready to defend. I wonder if he is aware of this push at all right now.
No,
it seems not.
It's closing in on him. A tank under production or on the map for him somewhere. There it is. And the Observer able to see it and grant his units vision of the tank so that they can destroy it.
And this is so huge to have that Observer right there to get vision up the cliff. Oh boy, so many units.
Banshees just deal so much damage. If he can take out the anti-air units of the Protoss, he can force the Protoss to retreat. Those Banshees really are truly dangerous.
We need to see some Guardian Shield going down. I don't know. They're finally with the Guardian Shields, and these Immortals and Stalkers are going to wreck these Marines, but the Stalkers need to target fire on the Banshees.
Very nice control by the Terran. He's using the superior range of the Banshees to force the Stalkers away. Wow. Terran was just so in control of that battle, utilizing the longer range of his units to just, losing an Immortal sucks.
And those tanks coming out just in time. Really, Yosarian had a timing window that he had just missed. If if he was there even 30 seconds before those tanks, he would have succeeded, I think, on that push.
And now this cloak going down, he's going to be able to lose all of his Marines. But no, he's going to be able to utilize that cloak if he attacked now with... but now that here the observer is. Really, he should have been attacking with the Banshees that whole time. There was no observer over the Protoss army at all.
And now with 2 tanks right here, it is so tough to get up this cliff. There's observer going to get vision to kill that 1 tank off. There's still 1 left, but Immortals...
Oh, great awareness by Terran, knowing there must be an observer there, scanning for it, and trying to take it out with his Marines. Trying to defend his expansion. I don't think he's going to be able to. He's going to have to sacrifice the expansion, unfortunately.
And these Immortals
There's just little he can do.
Are so good against tanks, absorbing so much of that tank damage with their hardened shields.
The Protoss has now expanded to his own natural expansion, so gaining a strong lead, forcing the Terran to abandon his natural while taking his own. And that will start to show in their army counts soon enough.
Now it looks like we're going to have a quick lull here as everybody just rebuilds frantically. And I like that command center sitting right above the ramp, blocking view of what's going on. You can't target fire anything under that ramp because that command center is in the way. The only way you can target it is to scroll in, which is so annoying in the heat of battle.
Yeah. Wow, such a tense game.
Yeah.
The Terran continuing to make Marines and Banshees, and the Protoss seemingly only making probes, but he has a large standing army. The Protoss army now at 60 food to Terran 70. That's so strange that Terran's supply is higher. I guess that's taken up all by those high supply cost units like Banshees and tanks.
But Terran really committing to Banshees, still with these 5 on the map, trying to go out to defend this expansion to go back down. Oh, and he's going to be trying to pick off these stalkers. Does he have any cloak left? Yes, he... nope. Looks like he doesn't have enough energy for cloak on any of these. No, he does. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just not utilizing it yet.
I think he knows there's an observer with the Protoss force.
Yeah.
Which is great awareness by the Terran. I'm wondering why the Protoss has so few units on the map. He really should have a great income and be able to produce units.
Right now he's focusing on probe production and upgrades. So it looks like he's just kind of sitting back, trying to get his economy hot, getting this expansion saturated, trying to get that lead economically over the Terran at this point to go back in and go for that second battle, this time with hopefully a little bit more luck.
It almost seems like his main might... his main is still mining.
Yeah.
And I like that he has those stalkers sitting there, possibly guarding against Banshees, as well as a...
well, with so many Banshees on the map, you cannot be careful enough. There's at least 6 Banshees on the map. But now we do see this Warp Prism coming out. It looks like he might be going for some backdoor drops on the Terran.
You know, with the amount of Banshees that the Terran has, he really could force his way into the Protoss main mineral line right through those 2 stalkers and cause some serious damage to the Protoss economy. There's no need for Naive to be so